Hello, welcome back to yet another dysfunctional channel, chaotic video number 4, I think. Could very well be wrong, okay? Today, if you can't tell, or if you can't read, we are going to be reviewing my AMC A-List month number 1. I think I just signed up actually. Think it was like the middle of July, like it was the same week the Odyssey came out is whenever I signed up. So I figured since I'm locked in for 3 months, let me at least do a monthly review, wrap up, talk about the movies I saw, how much money I spent on food. I'll give the movies a rating, and any other tips and tricks that I learned in my first month as an AMC A-lister. All right, let's get it. All right, so first week of being an AMC A-lister. Actually, first, let me start off by saying, ever since upgrading to this tier or this subscription, I don't know if it's my confidence or my ego. It's gone up a little bit though. Like every time when I'm sitting in the theaters watching the commercials, the movie's about to start, and they always give like a special shout out to all the AMC A-listers. It takes everything in me not to just stand up and start clapping for myself. Like it's bad. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure almost every other person that's in the theaters when I'm there is also an AMC A-lister. That or they're just an old person looking to see a movie. But I usually go pretty early in the day, and I'm noticing a lot of familiar faces just in 1 month of going, which is funny because I've switched theaters once, twice. I kind of bounce back and forth between a few different theaters in my area. Luckily, though, the current theater that I go to is a lot bigger. I think it's almost double the old theater that I used to go to. I'm so happy about that, especially considering July. One thing I've noticed with two big movies being out in theaters, we have the Odyssey and we have Spider-Man out at the same time. I'm noticing that even the large theaters aren't really playing a lot of other movies, especially if they're like new movies that have just came out that week. They're not really playing those because most of the theaters are showing either the Odyssey or Spider-Man. It doesn't matter if it's an IMAX, Dolby, digital, like most of the theaters are showing those two movies. So I feel like I signed up on like I in the beginning I thought I signed up in a good month. But after my first week, I realized, oh shoot, there's other movies that are out, but my theaters aren't playing those. And it took me a while to realize, well, it's because there's literally a showing of the Odyssey every 30 minutes, meaning they're taking up multiple theaters. And let's just say your theater has maybe like 10 screening rooms, is what I call them. Well, maybe 8 of those screening rooms are showing the Odyssey for the next 3 hours. It's insane. But all good, all good. I did sign up during National Ice Cream Month, so I did get 4 free ice creams added to my account. Happy about that. I've only used 2 so far. I got 2 more left to use by the end of September. I'm very happy because I love ice cream. I think one thing you'll learn about me very quickly is I love sweets. My kryptonite this year has been ice cream. I think the year before that it was cookies. It switches every year. Say hi to Lincoln. He is suffering through this video. Hi, my boy. Oh, okay. I thought your eyes were closed. No, the lighting's just bad. Don't worry. We're fixing the lighting, guys. Okay. If you can see that little sliver of light, that is the window where my other dog, I'm pretty sure, is hanging out on the windowsill, ready to bark at anyone who walks by. All right. Let me quit rambling. But all right, first week of being an A-lister, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was really happy. Like literally just waking up every day, checking the app to see what movie I'm gonna go see was fun. Gave me hope. Gave me something to do. I ended up seeing a total of 4 movies that week. I saw The Invite, Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, and The Odyssey. For the second time, by the way. I went to go see The Odyssey opening night. I saw that in Dolby. Um, didn't even think about getting tickets to see it in IMAX. I wasn't thinking that day, but I wasn't an A-lister at that time, so I actually ended up paying $30 to go see The Odyssey opening night. I think I signed up like 2 days later. Silly me. Silly me. I could have just signed up. You know what? Too late. Already happened. Whatever. I paid essentially $60 to see The Odyssey twice. All right, but we're gonna get into the first movie I saw, The Invite. Overall, that was a movie with Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde. I like both of those actors. It was a good movie. My ranking for that movie was a 6 out of 10. Um, Honestly, I remember that one, like as we were like getting about halfway through. I remember checking my phone. I'm like, all right, we probably have about like 45 minutes left of this movie. What is going to happen? Like I kept expecting something big, something crazy to happen. Like I kept expecting more throughout the movie, and as time went on, I'm realizing, oh, that's not the case. It's literally just a movie of an angry fighting couple inviting their neighbor over or their neighbors over for dinner, trying to socialize and get out there more. End up slightly talking about I don't even know if I can say this, like adult parties. They're talking about activities that go on at adult parties. They're intrigued by it, wanting to learn more. They end up swapping partners or attempting to swap partners before some accidents happened. And then that was it. Well, they got into a fight, had a cutesy little scene on the piano, and that was the end of the movie. I gave it a 6 out of 10 though because the dialogue was great. The music and all the sound effects that were added as well with the dialogue was really good. I think that definitely kept me engaged. The comedy was funny. Both those actors and actresses are pretty funny people. Pretty funny. Of course, Seth Rogen had to smoke a joint. I'm shocked. Like, I would be shocked if he was in a movie where he wasn't smoking. Let's be honest here. But yeah, overall, 6 out of 10. I did like it. I honestly probably would watch it again. I don't think it's in theaters anymore. I could very well be wrong. And of course, I'm having issues right now getting on the app, so I can't even check. But I probably would go see that one again in theaters. Yeah, I can't get on the app right now. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my phone. But overall, yeah, 6 out of 10. The ticket price for so the ticket price, whenever I talk about the total ticket price, that will include of course, the ticket price plus the convenience fee that you have to pay. Because if you're not an AMC A-lister, there is around a $2 to $3 convenience fee for booking tickets online. So that is also included in the ticket price. Total for that was $15.08. All right. That was it. I did. What did I do? Oh, I forgot candy in my bag, and so I had that for the theaters. And then I think I also got. What else did I get? Oh, I got boba tea. That I also forgot in my bag before, arriving at the theaters. So I'm going to also talk about ticket price. I'm going to talk about the food, and that does include food that I bought either before or after the theaters, before or after the movie. So it will be included in the food total that I talk about. All right, we're going to move on to The second movie I saw, Toy Story 5. Such a cute movie. My favorite one, I think, was the fourth one, though. I'm not gonna lie. Or was it? It might have been the third one. Whichever movie the little spoony guy was introduced. I think it was the fourth one, but I could very well be wrong. But Toy Story 5 was cute. Not so much entertaining, but they definitely did write a story with the times as far as kids being sucked into technology. So I mean, definitely relatable for a lot of people, whether you're an adult or a kid. I did give it a 5 out of 10 stars, though. I really, it wasn't my favorite one. But I will say there were two scenes, one in the beginning of the movie and one towards the end of the movie that kind of made me tear up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The one towards the end of the movie was when Jessie was at her first owner's house. She runs out to the tree in the backyard, ends up finding this box that was dug up underneath the tree, and she discovers that her first owner actually named her daughter after Jessie, which I thought was so cute. That made me tear up because, well, we got Lincoln. Sebastian is my first dog, and as a kid, I had a ton of stuffed animals. Absolutely loved them. I would line them up in my bed every night. Like I was like tucking them in. I do all sorts of fantasy things with my little toys. Just like kids were doing in this movie. But I had one Webkinz stuffed animal that slept on my pillow right next to me. It was a lion Webkinz, and his name was Sebastian. Absolutely loved that name as a kid. Don't know why. Grow up as an adult now, have a dog named Sebastian. If I had a son, I would also probably name my son Sebastian. Let's be real here. I love that name. I don't know why. But yeah, so it definitely was a cute movie. It had some cute scenes that I did like or related to very much. Maybe 5 out of 10 is a little harsh. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Also, I'm looking at my Excel spreadsheet, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna show y'all because it's a little chaotic here. A little chaotic. But yeah, 6 out of 10. That ticket price was $16.28, and did I not get? I guess I didn't get food for that. I did bring in, or I forgot some candy in my bag. So I had that for the movies, but I could have sworn I probably did get popcorn. I just didn't document it here in my spreadsheet. So it is what it is. I know the pricing for the food is not 100% accurate because my memory's shot. Let's be honest here. So I probably did forget a few things, but ticket price was $16.28. Next movie for week 1 that I saw was Minions and Monsters. It was terrible. I'm not even going to waste my time talking about it too much. I gave it a 2 out of 10. Probably should just give it a 1 out of 10 and move on with my life. I didn't like the movie. I was not entertained at all. Like, I ended up getting on my phone, which is not something I do often at the movie theaters. Like, I'm usually locked in to the movie that I'm watching. But I did not have a good time with that one. Total for the ticket was $16.28. I did get a kids pack, which after tax was $11.04. What else did I get? I forgot that I had an Arizona tea in my bag, so that was $1.50. I forgot I had a box of candy in my bag. That was $1.30. And then I did go to Taco Bell before the movies, and I got a spicy potato soft taco for $1.86. So I did spend close to $20. Well, about $15, $16 to go see a terrible movie. Yeah, that's that. And then to end off week 1 on a really good note, I went to go see The Odyssey for a second time. This screening was just in the regular digital screening room. The ticket price for that was 16.28, which I mean, I guess because of the screening, it was, or because of the type of screen, that made the price difference. Because I paid $30 opening night to watch it in Dolby. But yeah, 16.28 for the Odyssey. Did get another kids pack. I did fuck around to go get a boba tea before the movie that I forgot was in my bag when I went to the movies. I had a box of candy. Forgot that in my bag as well. You guys get what I'm saying here. Hopefully, if you don't, well, shit. Sorry. And then, of course, my fat fuck ass went to Wendy's and I got one of those biggie deals for like $4.40. So I didn't mind spending that much money on food. That was close to, well, I was a little over $20 on food just to watch that movie. It was a 3-hour movie though. Okay, so I needed to have all of that with me. All right, so the total for week 1, watching The Invite, Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, The Odyssey, the ticket pricing, I would have paid $63.92. Of course, with my subscription, I only paid $27.99 for the entire month. So there's that. But $63.92 for tickets for that week for 4 movies. And then for all the food, which I know the calculations are wrong, but for that week I spent $49.90 on food. For that week to go to the movies. I was not expecting to spend that much money. It was my first week. I'm cutting myself some slack because it was my first week and I was happy. I was a happy little AMC A-lister. You know, I was happy. It is what it is. While I'm drinking this, if you haven't seen my last video, I was ranking, or I was, what was it? I was taste testing different sparkling waters. So go watch that. I only have currently 1 view on that video. And it may or may not have been from my second account. Who knows? All right, we're gonna jump right on in to week number 2. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Weeks 2 and 3 were brutal for me as far as life. So I only ended up going to see 1 movie each week. So these are gonna be quick little wrap ups here. Week 2, the only movie I saw was Moana. I wasn't a fan of Moana. I'm pretty sure that I could have sworn that movie has been out for like years. Maybe they just made another version. I don't know. I'm not in the Disney World like that. So the Moana ranking I gave was a 3 out of 10. I was on my phone for parts of that movie. Also, went to go get a drink refill towards the end of the movie, came back, and the movie was over, so I missed the ending. Didn't know it was ending. Yeah, that was just a wash of a movie. It was a waste of time. I was ready to go home after that. The ticket price for that was $16.28. That was week 2. Week 3, another rough week for me and my life. I could have sworn I saw 2 movies that week, but I checked my app and it only shows I had 1 ticket. Oh, you know what? No, I tried to go see the Odyssey for the 3rd time in IMAX for the first time. Went there, literally got my food, get to the theater, sit down, and right as I sit down, an employee walks in and was like, "Hey, yeah, so we can't, I don't know, he didn't even say the screen was broken or anything, but he said something like, we can't start the movie in time for it to end before the next showing starts, so we're not going to play it at all." Like, that was so weird. He didn't even say anything about like the screen being broken or anything like that. He just said, "Hey, we can't start it on time." And because we can't start it on time, it's going to bleed into the 2 p.m. showing of IMAX because the theater that I was at only has one IMAX screening room, so they need their timings to be on schedule. So they were just like, yeah, you come to the concession or you can come to guest services and get a refund. So I was gonna go see the Odyssey for a third time in IMAX. That did not happen. It is what it is. I did get a refund on my food though, and I did get a free ticket to go back whenever, and it doesn't expire for like a year or two. So that's honestly kind of, I'm not mad about it. I'm happy I got a refund on my food because I just went home after that. There was no other movie I wanted to see that day. Um, but I got a ticket. If I ever make a friend, I can take my friend to the movies. That's it. That's like the only pro for that little incident that day. But other than that, week 3, I saw I Want Your Sex with Olivia Wilde. I do like Olivia Wilde. Wait. Was she in the. Is it. Hold on. I might be wrong here. Oh, shit. Bro, I want to smash my phone. Hold on. Yeah, she was in. Let me make sure I'm talking about the same person. Okay, Olivia Wilde was in I Want Your Sex and The Invite. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was tripping for a minute. All right, yeah. So she was in 2 movies that just came out. Both comedy movies, but both very different comedy movies. Even though sex was a theme for both those movies, they were very different movies. It's funny because I also gave I Want Your Sex a 6 out of 10 stars. It was a good movie. Maybe I could bump it up to a 7 out of 10. I did like the acting though. I can't think of the male main character. I can't think of his name, but he did pretty good. Um, acting in that movie. I'm trying to think like how to summarize that movie. But then again, I don't. Just go Google it and read the description because that's accurate. The description, the description's as accurate as possible when it comes to describing that movie. Yeah, I'll leave it at 6 out of 10. Actually, ticket price for that was $14.28. I did get a kids pack, I believe. So the total after that was $10.70 for a small popcorn and a small drink. Yeah, week 3 was a bust when it came to movies. All good though, because honestly, just going to see 2 movies a month would essentially be the cost of the subscription. So fine with that. Plus, I just couldn't go to the theaters those 2 weeks. Is what it is. But week 4 was good. I was back up to watching all 4 movies for the week. Very happy. The movies I saw were One Night Only, Super Troopers 3, The End of Oak Street, and Spider-Man. Pretty good set of movies for that week, I'm not gonna lie. Got a little bit of romance, got some action, got some comedy. It was a good week. Let's see. First movie I saw was One Night Only. That was that comedy romance. It was cute. Don't get me wrong, I do like romance movies, but honestly, I don't know. Maybe I don't like romance movies. I don't know. I like them. They're cute, but they're honestly all kind of the same. But I will say this one was pretty entertaining though. And it was funny about the whole concept of America being a no sex out of marriage country. That was so funny. Oh Lord, yeah. I wouldn't be shocked to hear. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. It is what it is. Is that something we can expect in the near future? Who knows? I did give that movie a 6 out of 10 ranking, though. And the ticket price for that was $14.68. $14.68. Somehow I only spent $8.26 on food. I'm pretty sure I used a coupon or promo or something. I don't know how it was only $8.26. But yeah, good movie. I was gonna see two movies that day, but after watching One Night Only, I was kind of just like ready to go home. So I hopped my little ass up on the limousine and I took it all the way home. I did go to the movies, I think, the next day. Wait, shoot. Yeah, I think I went the next day to watch Super Troopers 3. Oh, you know what? No, One Night Only, I was only going to watch that movie that day. Then I went to go see Super Trooper 3. I was also planning on watching Spider Man, but only ended up watching Super Trooper. All right. Yeah. So Super Trooper 3 gave it a 7 out of 10. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. I honestly I had like no expectations. I've never heard. Shush. Never watched the first two Super Troopers. So I went in completely blind, and it was funny enough. Ticket price for that was $14.68. Somehow, oh, I used my $5 coupon or my $5 reward, so I only spent like $5.40 at concessions. I don't know what I got though, but yeah, that's that. And then yesterday, Thursday, was the last day, and I had 2 open slots left to watch movies, so I ended up doing a double day yesterday, which very happy about, honestly. The movies just played like one after the next. I watched Superman first, and then it was, well, yeah, so Superman I gave an 8 out of 10. Honestly, that's kind of too high of a ranking for me because I didn't really like, I don't care for Marvel movies like that. I'm not in the Marvel universe. Plus, apparently on TikTok, there's over like 40 something movies in that universe. I ain't getting in it. Like, I'm not, that's way too much, okay? You know, I stopped telling people to watch Grey's Anatomy after like the 20th season because I feel like that's too much to get, like, it's too much to get into. So I feel like if you don't start with something in the beginning and it grows to be as big as it is, it's, the odds of me getting into it are slim to none. But yeah, so I'm not a Marvels fan. It was a good movie though. I could have. I'm pretty sure Tom Holland and Zendaya were in a different Spider-Man movie. If they were, I didn't see it. I had no clue. I'm pretty sure they were. But ticket price for that was $23.18. And since I watched 2 movies that day, I did spend a little bit of money on the food. I got kava beforehand. Forgot that in my bag. That was $14.70. That was not worth it. The kava was terrible. I'm probably never going to go there again. It was not worth it. Definitely would not bring it into theaters. And then I also got a large popcorn. And then I had a drink with me. But it was good. Spider-Man was good. I'm gonna move the ranking down to 7 out of 10. Nothing crazy. I of course like, what's his name? John. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. John Berthenol. Berth. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Hold on. Let me Google it. John Berthanel. I know how to spell it. Bernthal. Sorry, buddy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Jonathan Edward. That's a nice name. Oh, he's born in Washington, D.C. Cool. Yeah, but I did like him. So I was shocked to see him in this movie. Apparently, he's also the Punisher. So yeah, I might actually, you know what? I might dip my toes into the Marvel universe because I do like Captain America. Um, I could watch the Punisher maybe. All right, but and I do want to see the Avengers movie just because I'm going to be an AMC A-lister. Like I'm most likely going to watch the Avengers movie, so I feel like maybe now is the best time to dip my toes into the Marvel's universe and just watch some movies. I don't know. I don't know. Comment down below if you are a Marvel's fan and if so, what movies should I watch leading up to the Avengers release in December? Which, by the way, the tickets for that movie were listed last month. I checked the day that that thing was open for purchase, and the seats were gone. They were wiped clean. Oh my gosh, insane. So yeah, definitely a huge group of people who who are diehard fans. Impressive. Um, and then right after Superman, I saw the end of Oak Street, which technically came out today as I'm filming this, but they had some showings yesterday, so I was happy with it. Um, that's also another movie I kind of went into completely blind, not knowing what it was about or what was going to happen. It was okay. Honestly, the ending, though, kind of got me fucked up. You could have ended it a lot better than how it was. But I guess they wanted it to end it on a happy note by bringing back the person they brought back. I don't know. That just didn't really make sense to me, the ending. But I think that movie starred Anne Hathaway. That sounds right. I think that's her. Uh, I did give that movie a 7 out of 10, but honestly, I'll probably drop it down to a 6 out of 10 now that I'm thinking about how the ending happened. Uh, there was one scene though, you know, I always learned like you have to give it like a little bit of balance. Well, not a little balance, but you know, like let's say if you're doing a horror movie or something like that, you want to add maybe just like a hint of comedy in there. And with this movie, definitely an action movie, they did have to add just one comedic scene in there, and it definitely hit. It hit for sure. It was funny. Wasn't expecting that one scene to happen. Uh, so I would say go watch it. Um, yeah, but well, we'll just leave the ranking at 7 out of 10. Ticket price for that was $14.68. And of course, I had my large popcorn, so which I got a free refill on because I ate most of it during Spider Man, so I got a refill on it for that second movie. Um, and total ticket price for that week $67.22. Total amount I spent on food was $38.86. So now that we've talked about all of those movies, we'll get into the cost breakdown, the official cost breakdown. So I spent $27.99 for the monthly subscription. The amount of money I would have spent on tickets would have been $161.70. But again, I did not spend that much. I only spent $27.99. Fantastic. Now this is where they get you though, because of course anyone who knows kind of the AMC business model, you know that they make their money off of the food, not the tickets. They get their money from the overpriced concessions. And I spent $99.46. Now I know that number's wrong. I'm pretty sure I spent more than that, and I'm just missing yeah, missing some receipts, but all good. We'll say $99.46. We can round it up to 100 if you want. So technically, in total, I spent the $27.99 plus the $99.46. So it's about $130 right there on movies for the month. Was I planning on spending the additional $100? No. Okay. Am I going to cut back month 2? Yes, because I can't afford to be dropping $100 a month on food at the movie theaters. I can't be doing that. Plus, I've like finally started eating healthy and all that crap. I can't be guzzling down a large popcorn coated in butter and salt. I can't do that. But overall, I am very happy with my first month as an AMC A-lister. Some pros and cons. I didn't write these down, so these are off the dome right now. The app. I've noticed the app is inconsistently working. I don't know why. It could be with a VPN on, it could be with a VPN off. The app is not consistently working. So I don't like that. Don't like that at all. What else? What else? Oh, another con is the food. It doesn't matter what theater I go to. I mean, a lot of theaters essentially have the same stuff nowadays, and they have added on a few food options since I was a kid. So, I mean, now you have like popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, chicken tenders, pretzel bites. Like, those are like the main food items, which I think is great if you're someone who isn't regularly going to the movies. You have some options to choose from. Great, fantastic. As an A-lister who is going multiple times a week, if I were to spend money at the concession stand, I would like more options. More food options. Nowadays, you can get stuff delivered frozen and just heat it up in the oven. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, if they did add more food options, that would be awesome. I do like that they have ice cream now, and I like that I got 4 free ice creams when I signed up, so that's great. I haven't tried the Dippin' Dots yet. I love Dippin' Dots. I'm a little nervous to try it at the theaters, but I definitely will. I think next month at some point, just spend the $7 and try it. But if you need some recommendations on food options, cost effective, profitable food options, send me an email. I'll help you. Um, I'll help you, no problem. If you just need someone on your design team who could just help give suggestions so that y'all can make more money, I'm unemployed and ready to work. I'm just kidding. I'm not unemployed, but I am ready to. I can help out. I can help out for sure. But as far as the pros go, I like that they don't bitch about us bringing blankets because I'm going to bring a blanket. It's nice. It makes me feel all nice and cozy at home, especially with the recliner chairs. uh, I like that they don't. Well, I probably shouldn't say this, but let's see. Any other pros? Can't think of any. But yeah, that's it. That's it for month 1. I might be posting. I think I'll post weekly videos on my TikTok moving forward, and then I'll still just do my monthly wrap up YouTube video of my AMC A-List. I am locked in for another 2 months. September. Wait, is it? No, I'm locked in. Huh. I think. Oh shoot, I don't know. Because I get charged for my second month next week. I think I'm locked in through the middle of October, which is perfect because that's my birthday month. My birth month. I think I'll probably, depending on how it goes, and a lot could happen between now and then, but I'll probably stay signed up through the holidays. I think it would just be nice to go to the movies whenever I want during the holidays. So I'll probably stay signed up for the rest of the year, and then do a reassessment in January. Because usually January is like that month where I cut out all the subscriptions and everything like that, and then live like a homeless person for a month or two before I sign up for stuff again. Um, but yeah, I think so far month one was good. I'm excited for the movies that are coming up at the end of August. Also excited for some movies that I think are coming out in October, November time. So yeah, we got some things to look forward to. They haven't pissed me off yet, so we'll see. I mean, we're still locked in for 2 months. But yeah, comment down below if you're an AMC A-lister, or if you're not, what information or questions do you have that I could possibly answer in next month's video. All right, until then, that is it. I'll see you later. Peace.